Anger and devastation in Thailand on Friday after 34 people, including 23 children, were killed in a knife and gun rampage the day before. One of the worst child death tolls in a massacre by a single killer in recent history. Thai government buildings flew their flags at half-mast after the ex-policeman burst into the daycare centre in Uthai Sawan, a town 300 miles northeast of Bangkok. Relatives of the victims gathered at a local district office, including Prani Srisuthan, whose daughter was one of the victims.
She was 8 months pregnant and she had been working here at the daycare centre for 2 years now. She was a nice and cheerful person. Everybody loved her. I was in the fields and someone called me up and told me about a mass shooting at the daycare centre. They asked how many teachers were heavily pregnant. I said, just supper porn. I knew right then that my daughter wouldn't make it because I called her and she didn't pick up her phone.
3-year-old Techin was one of the children killed. His aunt, Suimon Sudphan Pitak, recounted the horror.
I knew that he'd be one of the deceased. We saw 2 dead bodies outside, including that of a young child. I knew right then that my nephew wouldn't have survived. I was told that all the children died. His class teacher came to apologise to me, saying there was nothing she could do to save the kids. She'd done her best at that time. The children were all stuck inside the room.
Authorities said a former police officer carried out the massacre and later returned home and shot his wife and child before turning his weapon on himself. Police said he was sacked last year over drug allegations and was facing trial on a drugs charge. They added he had been in court that day, then went to the daycare centre to collect his child. But when he did not find him there, the rampage began. A district official told Reuters that about 30 children were at the centre, fewer than usual because of heavy rain.